Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Gist with Julie. How many of you had watched this Crossline? If you have, all Maurice, in fact, before I begin, all Maurice, Sam, and Sonia fans, gather here, gather here. If you know you're Maurice's fan and a Sonia fan, please gather here. This Gist is for us. These people pulled a trigger, honestly speaking. They did this one marvelously well. Welcome back to my channel. This is Gist with Julie. Here we talk about Nollywood actors, actresses, every happenings and trending in the Nollywood. So sit back as we gist about this. Crossline is a movie that was showing, that is currently streaming on Uche TV. Do you know about this movie? My goodness, this is strictly, I love this storyline. I give it up to Uche. Is a very good story, good storyline. Thumbs up all cast and crew, well done job. In fact, it's good. This is exactly what is happening in marriages. I will not lie to you. This is exactly, even more petty things, issues that have no importance. People will take it, couples will take it with one big, as if it's one big thing. And this thing that happened between Sonia, Uche, and Maurice, Sam, everybody will be saying, who will say sorry first, who will say let me see if he can say sorry. It is what is happening. In fact, if you have not experienced it, then you're not married. Even worse. But there's one thing that this story actually was teaching couples how to handle their marriage. Okay, the story that the lesson that we're able to learn from that movie was that you ought not to keep a male friend closer to your home, and then you should be able to let your husband know every details of every friend you keep. You should be able to know that, hey honey, there's this friend of mine in my workplace. He confides in me in everything I do, I say. In fact, let your husband be, tell him everything, so that if he eventually sees you with the person, he already knows the story behind it. But now Sonia Uche didn't tell her husband about anything about this young man, so the husband assumed that he was dating this young man from her workplace. And of course he shouldn't have, because he has already started on the wrong note by telling her you're dating and hugging somebody, instead of actually telling her that who is that person, at least in a calmer mind. But he started with a huge tone that, who is that young man that you're hugging, your kiss, so you now have a boyfriend and the rest of that. Actually, he started on a wrong note. But what Sonia Uche would have done was to have set her husband and said, okay, this person, in fact, it shouldn't even be that day that you should tell him about this person you have in your workplace. Your husband should have known the story of that young man right from time, because basically the young man has been the one settling the case of that young man. He has been in that young man's problem, trying to proffer solution. You understand? So it should that's why it is very important. Communication is very important. And then you come back home, you're like, okay honey, do you know what happened today at workplace? There's this young man that is always talking about his relationship. In fact, your husband should know about him, so that when he sees, you understand, just like what I said earlier. So exactly what is happening in the home. And then we fail to communicate. Communication is very key in marriages. Even me, most times we don't have problem in that area. We don't communicate effectively, and that is what brings misunderstanding. Communication is very important. Then Sonia Uche, I also blame you in this very area. You're traveling to Abuja for a seminar or whatever because of your husband, your company sent you to Abuja. You did not tell your husband. You just packed your bag and you went to Abuja, and then your husband tries to tell you must not go, and then you still left. I blame Sonia Uche in that area, and it still talks that we should learn in that regard, that it is very wrong in those kind of action. In as much as you have your money and everything, you should not in any way disrespect your husband or not tell him about your whereabouts. You understand? He said it doesn't concern him, is your life, because you're a career. And that is one thing. All those women with career, they feel like they're on top of the world because they can make their money, then their husband is nothing to them. Whether you make your money or not, your husband is still your head, still your head, your husband, is still the man of the house in charge. At least give him that a benefit of doubt that he's still in charge. But Sonia Uche looked down on him because she has equal responsibility with the man. She owns the land, the man owns the building, and then she was feeling on top of the world. And let me tell us, Bible has already made it that women should be submissive. You understand? So are we even submissive? As many of you that are listening, gather here. If you're married, gather here. Let's just. Are we submissive? Are you you that is listening? Are you submissive? You understand? It's a story that is teaching us as married couple that there are petty things we should overlook and not take it as a big thing, because it's no little thing. As small as it is what can actually break a home. Share you get is what can actually break a home. Then I condemn Maurice, and then I've already blamed Sonia. Maurice, is your turn. How would you bring a woman, whether it's your friend, is no friend or whatever, in your matrimonial home? It is very wrong. In as much as you're having issues with your wife, and then you shouldn't give you the opportunity to bring a woman just for you to make a statement. What statement are you making? Yes, you don't love your wife, but yes, you're trying to use it to get to your wife, even though you did not sleep with the woman. But it's a very wrong move. She gets. And then Sonia Uche too was still wrong as well. Bringing a man from the workplace, and then you drive in front of your husband's doorstep and you're talking with the man in the car. What actually were you expecting your husband to think about? Making Maurice was so restless, pacing around the whole compound. If it was you, won't you be like if it was you, won't you be like that? Because the man, what will be going on his head is like, what are they actually discussing? Maybe they're making arrangements, maybe they're doing this, maybe many things will be going around. You shouldn't have done that. I mean, there's a limit to which you should involve yourself as a married woman with men. You understand? I'm not bringing them to your home. You understand? But it depends. Except your husband is aware of that person, knows, and you have already told him that this and that, then you know you have a clear conscience. So Uche was trying to portray that she has a clear conscience. Therefore, anything she's doing, yes, she was right, because she knows she was not doing anything wrong. She was actually right, but she was doing it in a wrong way. You see it? She was doing it in a wrong way. She didn't have any relationship with the office guy, but she was making her husband believe as if there was something that was going on between them. That's because Maurice has already accused her. So she allowed him to allow that his belief to play with his fantasy. Where will I put the English? But all this whole thing is trying to teach us communication is very important. Okay, the reason why I did it was because of this. But many men will not believe. Oh, if you like, explain fire, explain till from beginning to the end, they will still not believe. They will still doubt. But provided you have explained, it is very important. So Uche Nancy, you did excellently well. I love this movie. I must tell you, this is typically what is happening in our home. As a man and a woman who are in marriage together, you agree on petty things that are unnecessary. So it's very important that each time we have issues, we should talk it out. Talk it out. Make your partner to understand the reason you did these things, so that they will bear, except maybe they don't want to reason with you. That's when they can now go on believing their own. But provided you have explained to them. And then women, don't be because you're a classy lady, because you're a working class lady, you want to feel on top of the world, you don't want to listen to anybody. After all, I have my money, I can take it. There are women like that. I know a friend like that. She said, I don't care. After all, I am working. That's the word that will be coming out of her mouth. After all, I am working. I don't care. If he wants to go, go. If he wants to stay, stay. I don't care. And she truly doesn't care. You understand? So most times when we feel that we are working, we feel we cannot take control of so many things. No, it's not like that, though. You understand? Bend down. Build your home. Let your home work. Don't let outsiders to come and destroy your home. You understand? So it's a very good story. I love it. When I watched, I was like, wow. every bit of the story was good. The energy, did you see that energy? The energy displayed by Sonia and Maurice was a very, no wonder the people love these two together in movies. They love these two together, and I will tell you that the fan base these people have built are not going to die anytime sooner, honestly speaking. So Sonia Uche, you did marvelously well. You displayed those character of what some women actually do in their home. Well done, it's a good job. Then Maurice too, on your own part. Yes, I commend you at the end of the day, because you only use that woman to make your wife feel jealous. Not that you actually had anything to, but you went too extreme. Because in real life, don't try it though. This is just movie. You want to make your wife jealous, you want to bring another woman, even though you know you're not going to sleep with the woman. You just brought the woman into your house, into your home, in your room, and then what were you expecting? In the movies it may work, but in real life, not go and try it. Like the people will tell you, don't try this at home. I'm telling you this one for free. As a man listening, don't try this at home in real life. You want to see that maybe you're arguing with your wife, you not say, hey, let me make my wife jealous. You not go and bring another woman, and you not bring this one. If it cause your marriage, oh, this one not be film making, it is reality. So don't try that at home. So it's a very good lesson packed with a lot of a very good movie packed with a lot of lessons. I really learned a lot. What about you? Have you seen it? Crossline is the name. Stream it on Sonia on Uche TV. If you have not seen it, in fact, it actually clocked 1 million view a day. Of course, Sonia Uche and Maurice have a strong fan base that their movies always clock 1 million a day. So it's a very good storyline, number one, and then it has good characters that really sells in movies. I love every bit of this movie. If you have not seen it, please rush now to Uche TV and watch this beautiful masterpiece. Especially if you're a married couple, you need to see this movie. It's really going to help you a lot in working out your marriage when the time arises. Anyways, people, I'll till I come again. I'm your favorite, just Julie.